you. Thank you.
Once again.
How's that bloody brain thing again? Jesus Christ almighty. I'm doing an experiment. Apparently in the NHS they put something inside my head because of my violent tendencies, and sometimes it kicks off, affects all the stuff. They told me I was building a dream with peace and glory ahead. Why am I standing in line waiting for bread? They told me I was building a dream, so I followed them all. Once I built a railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done, but hey, can you spare a dime? Once I built a tower to the sun, made a brick and rivet and line. Once I built a tower, now it's done, but it can you spare once in khaki suits, surely will look swell, full of that Yankee Doodle-Dum. 500,000 boots slogging through hell. I was the kid on the drum. Don't you know they call me out all the time. Don't you know that I'm your pal, but can you spare a dime? Thank you very much. That was my interpretation of a American classic. The name of the songwriter goes away from me at the moment. Someone's put their foot through that monitor there. It's not very nice, is it?
Yeah, you didn't know enough either. I was here.
My name's Ade Cull. Evening, everybody. Thanks for coming along. You're not obviously coming along to me. You come along to see some professional people play. But I'm the care in the community. I'm getting on a bit, you know. I'm coming up for 58, and so they put me on as the token old person. And I'm going to do an old song now. This is a 16th century folk song. 39 verses. It should last about half an hour. It's written by trad English. He wrote a lot of songs. Not as many as trad Irish, is another traditional Irish folk singer. But this was trad English, and he wrote this song back in the 16th century. It's called The House Carpenter. There's a story that goes with it. John Roberts is, if anyone knows John Roberts, we'll... when I was learning this song, he emailed me a lot of links on the computer to learn the song. And being folk music, it's so many versions. And there was a English version, and it's in trad English, you know, the house carpenter, trad English, traditional English. And there was, I went over to Canada, and there was traditional Canadian, and then the Bob Dylan version that said copyright Bob Dylan, which is, you know, Bob Dylan's 600 years old, so fair enough. Well met, my own true love. Well met, Craig. I have sailed the salt sea, and it's all for the love of thee. I could have married a king's daughter, dear. She would have married me. But I forsake my crown of gold, and it's all for the love of thee. You could have married a king's daughter, dear. I'm sure I'm not to blame, for I am married to the house carpenter. He is a fine young man. If you forsake your house carpenter and come away with me, we could go where the grass grows green on the banks of the Sweet Willie. If I forsake my house carpenter and come away with thee, what have you got to keep me upon a life of poverty? I've 6 ships sailing on the salt sea, a-sailing from dry land, and 120 jolly young men that shall be at thy command. So she picked up her paw wee babe, and kisses gave him 3. Said, go home to your house carpenter and keep him company. Was 2 weeks sailing on the salt sea. I'm sure it was not 3 when the poor maid began to weep She wept most bitterly. Do you cry for your gold? He cried. Do you cry for the house carpenter that you will never see? I do not cry for my gold, she cried. But I cry for that poor wee babe that I will never see. 'Twas 3 weeks sailing on the South Sea. I'm sure it was not full when the ship it sprang a leak. It sank to sail no more. What hills are those, she cried, so tall and so true. They are the hills of heaven, he said, but they're not for me or you. What hills are those, she cried, so dark and so low. They are the hills of hell, he said, where you and I should. Thank you very much. That's the House Carpenter. I'm glad you... Oh, it's a long old song, that one, isn't it, eh?
Bob Dylan wrote that.
Bob Dylan wrote that back in 1600, yeah. It's a song about the devil. It's, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. There is a town in North Ontario where dream, comfort, memory to spend. In my mind I still need a place to go. All my changes are there. Blue windows behind the stars, yellow moon on the rise, big bird flying across the sky, throwing shadows on our eyes. Leave us helpless, helpless, helpless. Baby, can you see me now? Helpless, helpless, helpless. Baby, can you sing for me now? Hey, hello.
Next, we've got a heckler. It's you.
Blue, blue windows behind the stars, yellow moon on the rise, big bird flying across the sky, throwing shadows on our eyes. Leave us helpless, helpless, helpless. Baby, can you see me now? Helpless, helpless, helpless. Baby, can you sing for me now? Thank you very much, thank you. That's a load off me mind. There's a little bit of three songs in there. It was Neil Young's Helpless and a couple of other things. And she moved through the fair, and before I go, how long I've got 10 minutes, right, well I can't get all the puppets in tonight. Which one do you want? One more? Oh, well I can't get the puppets in. No puppets. I'd like to finish, thanks everyone for listening. Normally I've got a band setting up behind me and in front of me and all that sort of thing. I'd like to finish with a song. As we've gone all quiet all night, this is a little quiet song. It's a Tony Joe White song. I'm here next Tuesday, by the way. Oh, hey, no, tomorrow night is Spike's got his incredible vinyl road show here, and I'm going to have a go for an hour from 7:30 to 8:30, and then Spike's going to show me how it's really done. And so that's tomorrow night, and I'm here next Tuesday. So there's another pub over the road if you want to go there, or you know, and the Eastfield's looking pretty good nowadays. So this is they've got a new carpet in the Eastfield. So if you want to go and try the new carpet rather than come and see me, I mean, it's all to do with me, isn't it? I wrote a poem. No, I didn't. I'm not going to do anything stupid. This is the Tony Joe White song. I'd like to finish with it. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening. Leaning on my suitcase, trying to find a warm place to stay the night. Heavy rain is falling, and I feel your voice calling. It's alright. Rainy night in Georgia, Rainy night in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. It's raining all over the world. Neon signs are flashing, taxi cabs and buses passing through the night. Distant moaning of a train seems to leave a sad refrain into the night. Rainy night in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. It's raining all over the world. Rainy night in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. It's raining all over the world. Find myself a boxcar, and I take out my guitar and pass the time. Here I find it hard to rest, so I put your picture to my chest and I feel fine. Rainy night in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. It's raining all over the world. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm here next Tuesday.
It was beautiful, Ade Cull.
Thank you. Cheers, Nick.
Thank you very much.
All right, Andy.
Well, we've got the amnesiacs on next. Let's hope they're not forgettable.
I forgot them already.